Hi, welcome back. In this series we're going to look at making Pong. Why Pong, you may ask? It's an old game from the 70s, it's a really boring game. Whilst that may be true, Pong will teach us the core fundamentals of using Unity. Collisions, rigid bodies, point scoring systems, menu systems and stuff like that. So to me, it's the hello world of the gaming industry. Whenever you create or use a new language, the first thing you tend to do is write hello world on the screen. So to me, hello world version of gaming would be Pong. So I've got an empty scene. I've got a couple of sprites, just a paddle and a ball. I've got some audio effects. I will leave a link to the package file should you wish to use these, but you're more than welcome to use your own. Just check the description below. So let's look at first laying out the scene. So if we jump into sprites, we grab the paddle, we rename this center line. And we need to scale this up, so let's try 0.5 for the width. Let's try 10 for the height. Yep, that's covered that. We set the order in layer. Here we've got sorting layers. We'll leave it on the default, but we'll put it at -1. So the ball will pass over it. Okay, so that's our center line done. Now we need to create a couple of borders for the top and bottom. So once again, if we grab our paddle, this time we'll rotate it 90 degrees. We'll leave the width and we'll just scale this up, if I can scale the right one. Let's try 20, that's too long. What about 18? Yep, 18 fits fine. And we want to move that up to the top of the screen. We can duplicate that, and then if we just hit -5 here, that'll give us our top and bottom boundaries. Now let's zoom in a little bit. As we can see, it's not quite there, so let's just move that till it fits properly. 4.95 looks quite good. So this will be our bottom bounds. This one will be our top bounds. Okay, now we're going to need box colliders on these. I should have put them on first really. So if we go add box collider, click on the top bounds. That's covered that okay. Again, we'll add a box collider to the bottom bounds. Let's just double check that that's not overflowing. Our top bounds we want to bring down to 4.95. Okay, so that's basically the layout of the game. So if we create an empty game object, we reset the transform. We call this bounds, and we'll put all three of these into this object. We can close that up, and that'll keep our hierarchy quite nice and neat. Next thing you want is a paddle. We call this left paddle. Double click on that to zoom in. We need to give this a box collider, and we also need to give it a rigid body. And then if we hold control down, we zoom out a little bit, and we move this along to -8. That sounds quite good to me. Okay, we'll duplicate that. Okay, we'll name this one right paddle. Okay, and in our rigid body, we need to set the constraints for both of these. Now, I need to get these right. We don't want to freeze the Y, we want to freeze the X and Z. Who's continuous, and we give them quite a heavy mass. So the right paddle wants to be set at 8. And then finally, we'll take a look at our ball. It's a little bit small, so we'll try scaling that up. Set at 1.5. Yep, that looks good. So we'll leave that. We want to add rigid body and a box collider onto this as well. Okay, that should be it for initially laying out the scene. The final thing we can do is jump in here and create a new material. We give it 0 friction and 1 bounciness, so that should bounce all over the place. We'll change this name to ball. And we'll assign it to the collider. And I think that'll be it for lesson 1. We'll try and keep these nice and short. So in the next lesson we'll look at creating the initial paddle code for the left paddle. We may look at the second paddle as well, but we've got some AI that's involved in that, so we'll probably look at the first paddle and the ball. Hope you've enjoyed this video so far. I know Pong seems boring, but we all got to start somewhere, and the best way to start is to create something small. Don't overscope, get halfway through and give up. So I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.